Kia ora from Aotearoa. It's Poppy speaking with the current 9th wave Mayan energies from the True Count calendar, which is a natural calendar based upon natural time. And this is really huge this time. We're actually starting this day wave with a new moon, which is highly significant because moons do have a great effect on human consciousness. And it's in 10 storm. And 10 storm, okay, very challenging and powerful planetary midwifery energy with this power of a full moon. It could be stormy, tumultuous and chaotic outer world upheaval and change, especially to our belief systems. Some very big things may happen which will change our belief systems like they have never changed before, and that's what we're feeling. So this energy is catalyzed for great change, and it will change our perceptions after a stormy time of chaos. So a strong recommendation is to stay centered in this storm, in loving connection with Papatuanuku, our Mother Earth, and Ranganui, Father Sky, and to maintain our unique and true I Am presence, and avoid being lured into outer dramas and events. We are the sacred trinity of Mother, Father, and Soul. That is a sacred trinity, and that is the basis of life and the basis of maintaining our soul, which is what really, really important at this time, if we wish to do that, of course. So maintain that unique I Am presence, avoid being lured into outer dramas and events. Such a loving and dedicated collective of souls is putting great stress on the artificial control matrix grids, and it's crumbling and it's weakening the more we return our consciousness to the reality of love, truth, justice, and divine soul connection with our tribes. And as we birth new beginnings, we are also supporting the birthing of the new earth. We live into her cosmic dream, which flows us on to the night wave, but I shall carry on about that a little bit further along. So the 9-day phase that we have at the very peak of this day wave is going to be in 6 star, and depending on where you live on the planet, it's either the 23rd or the 24th of September, and that will finish in the energy of 1 owl, sovereign unity, in either the 1st or the 2nd of October, depending on your geographical location. So there is a flow on uptick frequency effect that endures over this 9 days. So we shine our star brightness from our centered beings, aligned and pulsing radiance and natural authenticity. Papatuanuku's cosmic dream is happening in us. So this whole day wave is in the energy of 10 storm, and it is in a new moon. It's very, very, did I say new womb? That's a Freudian. Maybe that's like the womb of the new earth. But it's in that new moon. And so this to me feels like massive things are going to happen. I mean, there's many fronts, there's many dimensions. They're probably going to happen right across them all. So the outer world will be in turmoil, quite likely. And so we really need to be centered and really maintain our presence and our connection, particularly with Papatuanuku. So with this energy, it is actually like a powerful planetary midwifery energy. So our consciousness helps the new earth birth, and our consciousness also forms the artificial control matrix where it's not aligned. So there could be quite a lot of shattering, you know, like with the storm energy, it can come in like lightning, like super quick and super intense, and it can make change very, very fast. And so staying in our center, in our I am, in ourself is really the place to be. And then near the end of this day wave, and it's between the energy of 11 Reed and 12 Jaguar, but slightly more in the energy of 12 Jaguar, we'll have a full moon, and this will be a very shamanic, meditative energy. Consciousness is changing. So meditating and questing may show us otherworldly ways, like ways that we are not accustomed to in this world that we feel that we know at the moment. So we will quest into knowledge and guidance and uniting in positive new ways. So even though this day wave could be tumultuous, it could be filled with many, many, many opportunities for a grand change, for change of the most positive kinds. That's what we are birthing together as we set our consciousness to that. So lots of surprises could come along, things could change, place people in different ways, hopefully where we're all much more empowered to actually be the love that we are and to carry forth our unique purpose and mission, because every single one of us is contributing in one way or another. We've all got an area that we have a purpose with, and that we take care of and nurture along to be that love and to be the consciousness that the earth needs us to be at this time, and the consciousness that she shows us how to be at this time, because it's her that is birthing. And now as we progress on to the night wave, it's really taken me quite something to write this, because it's actually been so huge what I've been seeing. I've really had to feel into it and just make sure that to put across such information feels like some kind of responsibility, although it's not my responsibility. All I need to do is share what I see, and it's really up to people how they respond and what they want to do with these cosmic time energies that come from the cosmic axis. So this night wave 128 is in 2 Earth, and this starts on either the 2nd or the 3rd of October, and it finishes on the 19th or 20th of October, depending on where you live. The cosmic pulse hits the Earth always at the same time, just like in astrology, wherever a planet is, it affects the whole Earth all at the same time. It's a principle that's in action. There has been a lot lost in the Mayan knowledge. There has been many attempts to destroy it, because there has been so much truth in it. It's actually been a key, something that holds us to our evolution. So these day waves are actually waves of evolution, and we've gone through many different periods and stages of evolution, but we are in the evolutionary cycle of unity consciousness right now, returning to that. So 2 Earth, okay, we have 2 Earths. We have an old Earth dying and a new Earth birthing, and we have 2 suns that many people are starting to see and be aware of, and it's been known for a very, very long time. There's more and more evidence of these 2 suns that are here, and then there's they're like 2 portals. I will explain those portals a little more in depth near the end of this section, because I have actually seen into them. And one portal is direct to the cosmic axis, and the other portal is actually a trap, or a soul trap, is what I've seen. So we're either going to divine life or back to death and things that tax life. There's also now evidence of 2 moons, which was really showing up to me that this bifurcation is really well in progress. The bifurcation is the parting of an old Earth and a new Earth, the parting of 2 consciousnesses. It's actually hard to explain, because nothing is as we see it. But have we chosen to be one with Mother Earth, to access her knowledge, guidance, and natural ways. She cares for all our living souls, and she also witnesses the loss of human souls to the ways that are separated and separating from her. So all that is unnatural and untrue will expire. It cannot hold with the frequencies that are rapidly rising in divine time. And these things that are untrue, these ways where the soul is been lost or sold or tricked or taken from the person, that will all exist elsewhere, and they will go on to carry on evolving. Everyone is on a path of evolution. Some souls are ready for mastery. Some souls are ready to return to what is natural, true, and connected. And some souls are not. And every soul is equal. So no matter what the choice is, we love everyone and everything. And when I say that we love that, we also hold our boundaries, we hold our self-love, and we keep ourselves in that I am presence. So the electromagnetic matrix of consciousness that opposes the life and purpose and will of Mother Earth must release through us as we return to her and her divine counterpart, Father Sky. So I see her existing alongside and expanding her will and way. When I was meditating, I could see the two earths. I could still see them like in the same location, really, but one is more dancing around the other. It's more lighter, it's more brighter, it's more dynamic, but they both do appear to be kind of pulling away from each other a little bit, like breathing, going in and out. And this is what's happening in our consciousness. And at the very depth of this night wave is a 9-day phase, and that's 11 death, which is a gateway of deep transformation. Many souls could also die at this time. There can be a massive surrendering and letting go in order to birth new ways. Very open access to the spirit worlds and divine guidance. And death gives way to life with a sensitive flow of loving change, whatever is karmic. And we will have a new moon, and that will be in 1 water, which will be either the 14th or 15th of October, depending where you live. This is about balancing and harmony, uniting with extreme sensitivity. Water is an extremely sensitive element. It holds memory, it holds all the memory of the earth, and it's right here in this earth night wave. And we may continue to offer forgiveness, passionately burning and purifying consciousness in a divine flow. We may return into ancient ways of being telepathic and ultra-sensing. We used to have all of those ways before the written word and before we got inundated with outer information and lost our, direct connection with the natural world. So this is something we will return back to. And now I'm going to explain some visions I've had that I feel can help people, and can help people to maybe understand that there are 2 ways ahead of us and what this bifurcation brings. It's quite a personal vision, because it happened as my mother, who, along with my father, they had attempted to sell my soul in a satanic ritual. So I was sold and used in satanic ritual, and they were blackmailed. My mother could not break it herself. She was too traumatized. I love and care for her. But when she was dying, I sang her to the gate. I sang her soul to the gate to my father, who had passed on before, at the gate. And when we got to the gate, it was very interesting because it was nothing like what I expected. This gate was like a docking station. It was like her soul was going on to a ship, and she was going off with guardians that appeared almost dog-like, like they were extraterrestrial. I suppose it's the only way I could explain it. So she actually went through that gate, and on the other side of the gate was my father, my grandfather, my auntie. There were other relatives, and they were all like trying to draw me too. They were like, we want you too. And I had really been struggling with my health and staying alive at the time too. There'd been a dynamic going on with my mother's sickness because I was sold through her. There was all kinds of energetic compromises, and so I suffered a lot from her health. So she took my vitality. It was just something that happened with the ritual and what was put in place with the cursing that happened at the time. And it was really quite a big deal for me to keep claiming and trying to claim my health and to really, really claim my soul. So at that gate, when I saw that, I had to really run from that. It was a real eye-opener. Another vision that led up before that was that I had seen a planet, or it was like a iron, brassy planet. It wasn't. I don't know if it was a planet. It was a being. It was masculine, and it was on a mission. And I saw it pulling the electromagnetic grid from the earth, and it was really moving fast. And it sort of like, it saw me, and it was like, get out of my way. I'm in a mission. I've got work to do. And I was just sort of gobsmacked watching. And this was before my mother's death. And it showed my mother as like a spider being, and there was a web, which I believe was the matrix, which was around the earth, and she was like a spider being that guarded a point on there, and so she was like a matrix gatekeeper. And I saw her being pulled off and going towards this planet, which I now believe is to be Nibiru, which is in our cosmos right now. And now all the reports of the two suns, the binary star system, and the two moons, the two Earth, they're all here. They're all here right now, and things are really happening. And I think where people have sold their souls, where they have not managed to hold claim to them to be the full I am presence in divine connection, which is something we really have to work at, then I feel that these portals, these other suns, this other sun is actually a place that souls will go to where they get a chance again to do all of that work, to experience duality, illusion, separation for longer, and they will come back. So everything's a matter of time. And for those of us who have actually found the key to be the divine trinity with Papatūānuku and Ranginui, we will go through, I feel that we will actually cross through a sun portal at some time, and this is what people talk about as this big solar flash. I don't see it happening anytime real soon. I still think we've got a while before that happens, but I do feel and see that the bifurcation is well underway. And bless you on your journey. Thank you for joining us, because the more of us that join in with this consciousness, the more of us who fully retrieve our soul and claim our soul and use it for its divine purposes, the more quickly this can happen. and it is up to our consciousness to make that way. So thank you so much. I love you so much love.